Welcome to the Game Day Recap, sponsored by Alabama Power. I'm Justin King here with Michael Casagrande. Michael just got done with a huge game, a huge victory for the Tide. Tell me your biggest takeaway when it comes to the defense. What did you see from them today?
Yeah, no, it was probably one of the biggest questions with this game, with this team. Texas A&M, they're that fast-paced offense that gave them issues. That Johnny Manziel, people still remember that game from 2012 to 2013 game, was 49-42 on the same field. So how are they going to handle that? And I mean, they did give up some big plays. There were some moments. It wasn't a flawless game with 4 interceptions for 3 returning for touchdowns. I mean, it's hard to knock that too hard at this point. It was not many complaints, I guess, for Alabama at that point.
Yeah, something you mentioned to me earlier I thought was interesting, that the defense actually scored more than Alabama's offense did. Now, I noticed on the field, being on here shooting some video, that there was a lot of tenacity, a lot of eagerness on the defense's part. The same can be said about Jacob Coker. Yeah. What did you see from him today?
Yeah, no, it was kind of a continuation from the theme that started against Ole Miss. He kind of took over the team at that point. They lost that game, but he really won the team. He didn't even start that game, but when he came in, he had that chip on his shoulder, and he's kind of kept that since that point. Before the season in the spring, it was Nick Saban talking about taking the bull by the horn. He needed a quarterback to do that. He really did that then, and it really continued today when you saw down on this field when he ran for that third down. He ran for a first down on third down, ran over a guy, and just it was a different look than you saw maybe from him beginning of the season back in the spring. He just had that fire, and it's something you need for a quarterback, and it's something that, moving forward with the way the season's going to have to play out, it's trending in the right position for him.
So yeah, huge win on the road against the top 10 team. Second time in a row they've been on the road and beaten a top 10 team. What are some of your biggest takeaways from this win? What does it mean for the team moving forward?
Of course, every win at this point matters. They're 4 for 4 now after the Ole Miss loss. They have to. There's no safety net at this point. They can't afford to lose anymore. So this was huge in an environment like this. Adversity, I mean, 105,000 people. And then, I don't know if you can tell from the video, this place is built, everything is right on top of the field. The sideline is very narrow. It's a place that it's not easy to play. And it was warm, the sun's coming into the Alabama sideline, it's right in their face, especially late in the game. So it took a toll on the team. And there was some issues with the heat, some cramping. So overall, every win's important. But when you have 2 top 10 teams left in this season, you win this one. You got one more against LSU in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and to do it the way they did it, I think it means a lot.
Giving credit where credit's due, this stadium was rocking today. It was extremely loud, hard to hear myself think, hard to hear everybody think all around this whole place. Great atmosphere from the Aggies, great win for the Tide. This is the Game Day Recap, sponsored by Alabama Power. We'll see you next week.